South Sports fans? It's your man D back, speaking behind sports talk. All right, check it out. It's the prediction show, guys. Hey, if you guys put in that parlay ticket yesterday, y'all should have came up clean because we hit on pretty much every game yesterday. So I hope you guys put that ticket in, man. We were spot on yesterday. So but welcome back. I sent Gun Rights the link, so he should be here in a minute. But boy, action last night. I do know one game from last night that there he is. There he is. What up, Gun Rights?
What's up with it, G?
Same old dog. So let me see. Let me go back to yesterday right quick. All right, so Mavericks, Clippers, Nuggets, Lakers. Oh no, we got them all right yesterday. Yeah, we got them all right yesterday. Heat. Yep, Lakers. We picked the Lakers. We picked the Nuggets. Yeah, so if y'all put those tickets in yesterday, man, you should have hit up. Because I hit up on my ticket, the one that I said put in. I looked up on there and it was golden. So hopefully you guys hit on that ticket there. If you put in the ticket that Gun Rice told you, it should be golden. Y'all should be golden on that. So congrats. Alistair 49 in the building. He said the series over, man, with the Mavs. Yeah. They ain't gonna be able to. Not without Kristaps, man. That was obvious last night. Without Kristaps, man, they're not gonna be able to deal with the Clippers. Unfortunate too, because they was rocking with the Clippers before Kristaps Porzingis went down, looking like maybe they could upset them or at least take them to 7 games. But without Kristaps Porzingis down there in the middle, they get punished. They get punished down there in the paint, and without Kristaps Porzingis being on the floor, Doc did exactly what I knew he was going to do. Is what I said yesterday. They're going to lock Luka down and make everybody else do it. Because obviously Luka is the guy that's doing it for him. So if you can lock him down, you don't have that threat of Kristaps on the floor. The rest of those guys can play, but they can't get it done. They're not going to be able to get it done. So basically all they're going to have to do, and Beverly's going to be back this next game. He was supposed to be back this last game, but he's going to be back this next game. They did a good enough job double teaming and locking Luka down without Beverly. Beverly back, man. Again, Luka's going to be effective. He's going to score, but you ain't going to see him putting up no 50, 60 points with them double teaming him half the time he touched the ball. I can guarantee you that. So I look at it as the Mavericks pretty much finished for the series. People all over social media is trying to get Marcus Morris suspended for stepping on Luka's ankle. Yeah, well, did he do it intentionally? Maybe he did. The Rockets versus OKC is a barn burner. I could tell. Yeah. I think you can't call this series, man. It's you really can't call this series, especially if Russell Westbrook was with them. Then I think it would be a different case, but he's not. Yeah. So, all right, guys. So let's get it cranked up. Let's get this thing started. We got 3 games on the card today. We had some sweeps there. So those teams are sitting back resting, and kind of had a mixed schedule. They mixed in a team that was still playing. So we got 3 games today, 3 games tomorrow. And the 4:00 game is the Orlando Magic versus the Milwaukee Bucks. And the Milwaukee Bucks opens up at minus 13.5. The current is minus 14.5. So the line moved a point, went up a point. The sides percentages are 63% on the side for Milwaukee, 37% for Orlando, 89% on the money line, and for Milwaukee, 11% for Orlando. And overs and unders is 74% over the 227 and 26% under. Now, my breakdown for this fight: Orlando pulled off the miracle win in the first game. And to me, that's what it was. everybody, I think, lost money on their tickets with that first game. Nobody expected Orlando to beat the Bucks, especially 122 to 110. But that's what I look at as one of those days. Terrible for the Bucks, great for the Magic, and that's the last game you're gonna see that way. The Bucks have won by 14 points or more since that opening loss to the Magic. So they've basically been beating them convincingly, which makes it seem like it was just a fluke. See, it's not like the Rockets game competition or the Magic's competition with the Clippers where they won a game, they ended up winning another game, so that it was a chance there. I don't see that with the Magic and the Bucks. Vucevic has been the rock for the Magic. Bro, this dude's been averaging a 30-point double-double, basically. So it's been Vucevic. That's what's been happening with Orlando. A 30-point double-double, this dude's putting up numbers, right? Giannis is averaging a 20-20 and just under a triple-double. It's like 28, 20, and 8. So he's averaging just under a triple-double with a 20-20. Bro, Giannis is balling out of control right now. And he's not going to be denied advancing to the second round. So I see no chance. Got to realize this was the team that was picked on the Eastern Conference to take it all, to take the whole Eastern Conference. They're not leaving the first round. And if they were, it wouldn't be to a team like the Orlando Magic. So I got the Bucks winning here, but 15 points, man, having to win by 15 points. I don't care if it is the Magic. They've been 14, 14, and 15. So that's too close to me. That's been the margin of victory in these last three games, 14, 14, and 15 points. So they got the line set at 15. That's too high for me, bro. I'm surprised that the public is 74% over, but this just runs into what Gunrights was saying. A lot of times bet against the public. I think the public wrong as hell here. I don't think they get over that, but I would just leave it alone because it's too close to what they've been scoring. They've been winning by 14 and 15. So if they set it that close, that's trickery. That's pure foolery to me. So I ain't messing with it, but I like the Bucks on the money line here. For 15 points, that's a lot of points for the Bucks. But all right, so what do you think about this game here with that info?
Money line, the Bucks, and the under. I like the under because you said that all the other percentages was going the Bucks away. So if anything will fall, I would say that it will probably be the under and the Bucks money line. I just feel like the Bucks is going to end this today because, like I said, some of these teams is trying to hurry up and end their series so they can try to get that rest. Because I see it's just like old boy in the comment section. He said that the Rockets and the OKC is like a toss up right now. So that can actually give these other teams a couple more days to rest if they can, end their series, which I'm expecting the Lakers to do today. So hopefully they can get some rest. Now, as far as the Clippers, they might have to come out and get out of that series and jump right into a next series with the Utah, which I'm expecting to they're gonna sit about maybe 3 days before they get back on the court. Right. So that could be detrimental to them too. So everybody trying to get that rest in, at least that 2-3 day rest, because everybody been pretty much playing like every other day. So
right. Marcus Skyline said, hi, I hope everything is okay. Everything is great, bro. Appreciate you asking. He said, I can't wait to watch some games, but a friend just told me that some players might have to leave the bubble because of Jacob. Oh, yeah, I read about that. Going to be extensive testing is what they're going to do with that for the people, the staff, and everybody that was around him. And potentially so, man. I mean, I don't know if they'll have to leave the bubble, but
what happened? I'm not up on games.
That shit in Wisconsin, bro.
I'm behind in news.
Yeah, it's not about. It's that shit in Wisconsin that just went down, and players are making social statements and stuff like that. I don't know if like as far as the COVID goes, I know that it was a couple of players that had a false positive. So I heard some rumors about that, but the Jacob thing is social statements being made about what's going on. I think right now, Marcus, with be the wrong time for the NBA to levy any type of punishment because they could get too much backlash. So I don't know how they're going to deal with
Yeah,
those
see,
situations.
I ain't been watching the news, bro, so I don't know what's
Yeah,
going on in these states.
I don't even really stay up on that stuff, but I hear about it because of sports. But I do know like that the NBA already made it plain, like they letting the guys put statements on their jerseys and shit. I just think any sports network at this time, I think that they're gonna hold back as much as they can to go against a social injustice movement. Like I think that's detrimental to their sport. As soon as they try to go against that, we see what happened with Colin Kaepernick and the NFL and all of that nonsense. Now the NFL talking about he's welcome to come back and be an ambassador and all of this nonsense. But so I don't think they'll make any moves on any players or anything concerning any social injustice issues. Craig Smith, D. Jefferson, what's good, my brother? What's good with you, Craig? Brandon says stepping on Luka's ankle was suspect, but rather or not it was deliberate, can't be proven. Right, right. Like Tim Hardaway's popping PG and chops. Yep, yep, yep. Certain elbows be getting thrown, so be hard for them to say that he did it intentionally, which he may have. I mean, look, guys, let's be honest. This dude is killing us. His ankle's messed up. I might get ejected, but I'll save my team. And some people think like that, bro. Sad, but it's so. You know, like in football, you know, some of those guys go out to put a player out the game, to put him out. If it's the player that's killing them, right? James, what's good, my dude? Same old, bro. All right, guys. So let's get to this next game right quick. Next game on the card. Oh, the next game is Oklahoma City Thunder, Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets open up at 2.5. The current is -4. So it moved a point and a half. 66% on the side for the Houston Rockets, 34% for Oklahoma City Thunder. And the money line is 71% for the Rockets, 29% for OKC. 225 is the totals and overs. The public's going over 25%, 75% over, 25% under. And my breakdown for this game, Houston Rockets, okay, versus Thunder. Thunder they're not going away without a fight, but they're going away, in my opinion, in this series. I think they're making a fight of it, and this might actually go to 7. I just don't think, honestly, I don't think the defense, they don't have enough defense. It's like this, and I said this in their last game, and why I thought the Rockets were going to win it is that the Oklahoma City Thunder, you got to have like a certain kind of defensive team to stop the Rockets. The Oklahoma City Thunder, when they're winning these games, it's simply the Rockets. Rockets, they like the first game they won, the Rockets shot at like 26% or something from 3-point line. They had massive turnovers. So it just appears to me when the the Thunder win, it's the lack of Rockets execution. But when the Rockets come out there and play ball, the Thunder can't do anything with them. You know, so what's making this game so volatile and why it's so shaky is because of Mike D'Antoni. It comes down to coaching, bro. It's bad coaching. When the Rockets get in the slump, instead of sending James Harden, getting him to drive to that paint, James Harden picks up more fouls than anybody in the league. And when they get in a slump, he doesn't stop them from jacking up threes. It's just jack up threes, jack up threes, jack up threes. And they get down big. And, you know, they're not the greatest defensive team either. So if the other team is hot, it becomes a shootout. You're not going to catch up with a team without getting stops. And that's just not the Houston Rockets forte. So that's why this game is, you know, is so shaky between these two teams. You know, James Harden, you know, he's hot most nights. Like James Harden's gonna do what he's gonna do. PJ Tucker, Eric Gordon, Jeff Green, you know, these guys have come alive here too in these last few games, and which to me makes it harder for the Thunder because James Harden's going to do what he's going to do. They don't have Russell Westbrook on the floor. But when you got these other guys, PJ Tucker, Eric Gordon, Jeff Green start to step it up. McLemore's been hitting. That makes the job even tougher for OKC. James Harden is averaging 28 points per game, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. This is what he's averaging. On any given game, he can go for 48, 50, or whatever. He's going to put up at least that. That's damn near triple-double, guys. Almost a 30-point triple-double this dude is averaging. Right? So I expect the Rockets to win and cover the spread because I don't know if I came out and gave y'all the numbers. I think I did. But yeah, 2.5. At 4 points, I think they win past 4. Now, Gun Rights, how you want to play this? Because we know the public is wrong somewhere. And the public actually agrees with me on everything, which is scary. So I'm definitely going to take your bet here. But to give you the percentages again, I think it goes over. The public is 75% over, 25% under. The money line, again, I think Houston wins. So 71-29, but I think they win the spread too. The public agree is 66-34. So time and time again, it's been proven that the public ain't right in all 3 places. So what do you think about this game, all right?
I would have to say if I'm gonna take a bet on this because this is too close, man. Like I said, both of these teams right now, both of these teams look like they could beat each other right about now. And like you said, man, without Westbrook, that's a key thing, bro. That's a key entity and incentive that they missing, But I will just the fact that line move, I would have to take the points, bro, and OKC in the points if I'm gonna take a bet because I think that the Rockets still win, and I'm very strong on that way. But that 4.5 points, that shit is just scary to me. So I would take the points, but I would definitely take the Rockets money line. So that would be my gamble though. My gamble would be taking the points, but my for sure with my gut feeling, I would just take the Rockets money line if I'm gonna give y'all a good way to bet. You feel me?
Yeah, and those points, just to give y'all an idea about those points. Let me go back here. In game one, they only scored 209. No, that was game 2. They scored 209, right? Game 3, what did they score? They scored 226. So they were just 1 point over. And then in this last game, 231. Yeah, that's too close, man. To me, it's too close to mess around with those points. And then the first game, they was under the 225. So, nah, man, that's just – I don't like that. I don't like the overs and unders. I learned my lesson about the overs and unders, dressing with that stuff early when I first started doing this. I was hitting them, but those overs and unders just too volatile, man. I don't know that I would just take Don Wright's advice, money line on that game there. I expected, well, like he said too, because that was on my breakdown. I expect the Rockets to cover. And
if it's James Harden's birthday, I mean, I'm expecting Harden to come out and play too. He gonna be feeling good tonight. Yeah. You feel me? So he's a very positive person. Like I said, I used to see him a lot and see a lot of interviews with him and Nip, and he a very down to earth person. So I don't see him getting distracted like some of these other players that I can't really, back behind like that. But just without Westbrook, it's hard to say that they just go win this series. You feel me? Like that. Like Chris Paul won it, the 2 though, man. Everybody gotta not forget about Paul. He playing like he won it. You feel me?
Yeah. Marcus said yes, and plenty of time after the season to do something. Yeah, facts. Exactly. They don't have to mess around with that right now because we're in the playoffs. Soon enough, we'll be in the finals. So wait till the finals is over and then address that. You don't tear your fan base up and all of that because, listen, with these kind of situations, especially when it comes to social injustice or anything like that, man, you're going to catch backlash no matter what way you decide to handle the situation. They're going to get some backlash. And the last thing the league needs right now is any kind of backlash. So, yeah, I'm with you, Marcus. Just wait until the season is over with. Brandon Nicholson says, D. Jefferson, I won't lie. If I was getting turned inside out, I'd probably try to put that person out too. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and a lot of athletes, I feel like they think that way, Brandon. You know what I mean? Luka was punishing them. So Marquise Morris is like, look, what's the chances you get suspended again? Like, that's what will happen. So I think he might have looked at it as that's his chances. It would probably be some of his teammates that be in the locker room like, yo, I know it's fucked up, but good play, dog. Good play. You know? I'm trying to tell you, get that off the court. Marcus said, it's James Harden's birthday. He's gonna go crazy. He was pissed off last game. Yep, that's what Gunright said. Yep. Birthday boy James Harden was so mad on Monday he knocked on the sign. Yeah, I seen that when he was walking through the back. He decided, oh, I see that. I see that too. I was like, damn, James Harden, man. I don't blame him though, man. When you playing this hard, your team, and you can't, and then like with the NBA and the media, you can't come out and say, yeah, well, my team got to step up and do, because they'll crucify you for that kind of stuff. You the leader, you got to take all of that on and say, yeah, I just got to do better, this, that, and third. Even though you know deep down in that's bullshit. Like I'm playing my ass off, and these dudes, man, putting up 10 points and 6 points. What the hell y'all doing? So yeah, man. Marcus said versus all Rockets, you need is to grab rebounds. That's true, you do. But when Steven Adams has to come off the floor, they're playing small ball, and PJ Tucker plays. Thank you, baby. Very big too. You know what I mean? So yeah, yeah, you do gotta be able to crash those boards and snatch rebounds. I agree with that. All right, guys. So let's hit this last game. It is the 9 o'clock game, and I think we might be doing this. I'm not sure what game we're doing tonight, but I'm definitely watching this game. I want to see if the Lakers can close out Portland Trailblazers in this game here. Here's my breakdown. Portland hasn't really been winning since the first game. Shocker, upsetting the Lakers 100-93. The last 3 games, Portland have been getting beat in the paint, and their 3-point shooting is down. So, like that first game, man, it was up 40-something%, something like high 40s, 3-point shooting. Dame Lillard was going off. McCullough was feeling it. But since that first game, their 3-point shooting's been down, right? Lakers bench and the supporting cast, they picked up their play. You got Kuzma coming along, it's no longer a LeBron and AD show. Caldwell Pope, Alex Caruso, Kyle Kuzma have stepped up. And J.R. Smith, he just put up 11 points, 2 assists last night, which they really need to see more of J.R. Smith, because come deep in that playoff time, at 3-ball, defense, J.R. Smith can provide some of that, and he knows how to play with LeBron. LeBron and AD have combined for 51.3 points, 21 rebounds, and 16 assists a game, those two. And that's what they're going to put up on a low level. Those two are going to put up those type of numbers together. Probably one of the most solid duos in the league, LeBron James and Anthony Davis. There should be a huge concern, however, about the Lakers' free throw shooting. Like, these guys are shooting a horrid 69.3% from the line, fam. Look, free throws win championships. They're going to have to get in the gym, like, on this time off, if they can clean up the Portland Trailblazers in this game. The Lakers need to get in the gym and get on that free throw line. Start practicing like Jamal Murray was just showing the other night. He and his coach practice shooting free throws with their eyes closed. He just closes his eyes and keeps shooting to feel where that basket at. That's what the Lakers need to do, because you're talking about a championship team with a 69.3% free throw. Man, that's going to be tough. Coming down to these close games at the end, they start hacking and you can't bring them down free throws. You can lose a game that way. That's my only concern with the Lakers. But in this first round, I think they're going to be too much for free throws to be a problem versus the Portland Trailblazers. But moving into the second round conference finals, they're going to have to work on that. I think they should close this out. I'm going to go with the Lakers on this one, money line. And, may consider taking Portland by the points, because Portland might try to fight hard not to lose this game. And I didn't even give y'all the opens. That's why I said Lakers. Lakers opened up at 12.5, and the current is 13.5, right? 85% on the side to the Lakers. Fucking fans are ridiculously crazy. I don't agree with that. 93% on the money line to the Lakers. I do agree with that one. And then 68% on the unders, 32% on the overs at 22.5. And again, I like the Lakers on the money line. You might consider, I'm not suggesting this, but you may consider taking Portland on the points. That might be a good play on this game because I think they're going to fight hard in a losing effort. Hell, we may even get an overtime game here. So when you think of a game going like that, 14, 15 points, that's kind of high, in my opinion. But what do you think, all right? What's your advice for them on this game here?
I like the money line and the under. I mean, I heard that well, my girl's brother, who's a basketball fucking fanatic, he told me that something about Dame Leonard is his leg now or something like that.
Yeah.
I think his leg got hurt last game or something like that. I didn't, bro, after they was whooping their ass like 80-50, I kind of had to turn it off. I was just like, this is a fucking murder scene right here. So I kind of eased off the game at that point. But he said that with the non-shooting hand plus the leg, he just don't see Dame Leonard having that great of a game. So without Leonard having a great game, I just don't see them other players really putting up that many points. So
well,
I would
Zach Collins is down. That's another thing. So like if Lillard having a bad game and you want to hope that other players can step it up, then Zach Collins will be one of those players. Well, he's down, he's out. So now they don't have Zach Collins either. Yeah, he's out for the season, so he won't be back. And as I just checked, yeah, Dame Lillard expected to be out to the 28th. That means he might not play tonight. That's why that line is so high.
So yeah, with that being said, I would take the under and I would take the money line. That's my two bets. I don't like them point spreads, even though they might not play. I just still don't like them points. That's just too much for me.
Yeah, I didn't like those points either, bro. Especially with the Lakers. I can't be confident with the Lakers on those points.
But this is good. This is good because this is a good situation for my Lakers because right now OKC and Rockets, who we would have to play if after we win this game, after we close this series out. That's who we looking to play is either one of those two teams. And with Harden not having Westbrook and with, like you said, OKC not really having a complete team enough to really stop LeBron and AD, I think that this next round might be a little bit more easier than this round was.
No. The next round, Westbrook is back. He may be back in this game. If this goes to 7, he may be back this series if it goes to 7.
Okay.
But the next series, Lakers ain't gonna have that. He gonna be playing the next series.
That's if they can close it. That's if the Rockets can close it out. You feel me?
But that's why I'm confident that they will, because if it goes to 7, then Westbrook will be back. They're not gonna beat him with Westbrook. Once he comes back, beat you. You know what I mean? Right. So I think I still expect the Lakers to beat the Rock. James Harden, he chokes, bro. He's a choker. So I don't expect him to get past the Lakers, even if they do get. Westbrook has also had a problem sealing the deal in the finals. You got two guys that have had problems sealing the deal in the finals. LeBron has one championship, and Anthony
that's
King
why I said it's important. Sitting is important because if the Lakers can close it out and OKC can take it to 7 games, that's going to be better for the Lakers because they're going to have time to rest their players. And Rockets will have to come. Rockets or the OKC, if it goes 7 games, will have to come right out of that series and jump right into a next series without having any days of resting. You feel me? Which is going to give the Lakers a better chance.
Yeah, I agree with that, Marcus. And now that kind of makes me think I might put 2 tickets in. I might take LeBron and them on the points. No game time. No
I ain't fucking with them points.
Bro, but no game time means no game time, son. I'm taking a risk. I might take a risk. But I remember, don't listen to me. Y'all better listen to gun rights. Listen to me. You taking the risk. I'll tell you that shit right now. I don't think I'll watch a Portland game tonight either unless the first quarter can stay within 10 points. Yeah, I don't know. If we do commentary on that game, which I don't know, Lewis usually picks the game, so I haven't talked to him yet. But if we do commentary on that game, then I will watch it because I'll be doing commentary on it. But if we don't, then I'm probably going to utilize that time to do some film study on boxing because we got some fights coming up this weekend. Plus, all right, and I got some stuff coming on. I got some real significant fights to look into. Probably going to watch about 4 fights each on those gun rights. You know what I'm talking about. I got to get those fights right.
Yeah, I'm studying right now for the first week of NFL. We only 2 weeks away, fellas. We only
I
2
can't wait,
weeks away
boy.
to
I can't
kickoff.
wait. I'm gonna have football on while I'm on the lives. I'm telling y'all now.
Tom Brady on the motherfucking Bucks. Tom Brady on the Bucks. We gonna see what he can do without Belichick.
Yeah, I don't think so either, Marcus. Marcus says Lillard not playing tonight for sure. I don't think so either because there's no reason. There's no reason. Here's the thing. Portland goes in there with Damian Lillard. He trashes himself and gets hurt even worse. It's worthless for them because they definitely don't win. If they can squeeze a game out, right? If they can squeeze this game out with the Lakers without Lillard, then that puts them back in the contention. So then Lillard comes back in that next game and try to win this thing. But tonight, I agree with you. Be no point. He's got a bad knee. Be no point to play him. Let's see if we can get it done without him. If we can't, our chances will slim anyway because who comes back against the Lakers with LeBron on there being down 3-1? Like, that's far-fetched, fam. So they're probably going to try to – I agree with you 100%, Marcus. They're probably going to try to rock without Dame. Hopefully they can get a miracle win in there, and then we'll see Dame Lillard come back. Chances are we've seen the last of Dame Lillard this season because I don't see Portland beating the Lakers tonight. I don't see that. But, yeah, it is sad, bro, because in the last 3 playoffs, they faced the same situation. Very unfortunate for Dame Lillard. They were looking good going into the last 3 playoffs, and it was injury every season. Remember, Yusuf Nurkic just went down right before the playoffs last season. And y'all lost Yusuf Nurkic. And then they just got him back this season. And during the playoffs, the first round, Zach Collins went down. So they've been having buzzard luck, bro. And now this season, Zach goes back down and Dame Lillard busts his knee out. Injuries is a killer, man. Injuries are a killer. I don't like watching blowouts. I mean, oh, hell yeah. I ain't sitting up no 3 a.m. in the morning to watch no blowout. Hell no. Yeah, Marcus says today's best game to watch is. I agree. What you think about that, Rice? He said the best game to watch today is OKC versus the Thunder. I agree with that because
I mean that's the last battle. I mean it's just it's plain as day. That's the last really battle. I mean everybody else everybody else on the East. They pretty much looking like it's already set in stone on who's gonna move on to the next round. This is the last game pretty much that I see that's like it could still go either way. So you know,
Brandon
that's why I said
if you and Lewis do the game, I'll listen into your streams and love you too. Oh, hey, I appreciate you, man. We do the best we can, but yeah, we be rocking those streams out. Have a good time. What you was about to say, Gun Rights?
I was just saying, yeah, everybody looking to hurry up and get into this second round, and because I don't know. Maybe you could clarify this for me. When does the next season actually start? If the playoffs is moving into October,
they haven't even decided that yet. Adam Silver was like, they're thinking about starting the next season right off.
Okay, so if that has been the talk, then I'm pretty much looking at all these teams to try to hurry up and get through with this championship if they plan on just hurrying up and starting the next season right away.
They're not going to have a long off season. They haven't decided that yet. So I mean, I know it's a lot of shit to figure out, the networks and all of that, because they have other sports that have to catch up as well, and they're not going to want to clash sports and so forth. You know what I mean? So it's probably a lot of stuff to figure out between the commission, the NBA commission, and their network deals. Basketball currently is number 2 in the nation. Football's number 1. So we coming into football time. That's the number 1 revenue source for the network. So they're not fucking with that. You understand what I'm saying? They're not fucking with football. So they're going to have to figure all of that out. As far as right now, Adam Silver, he didn't give any timeline, but he said that they want to get the next season started off as early as possible. That's what he said.
And with that being said, then I don't see Dame Leonard taking no risks. You feel me? So
yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
It might end up being a bloody scene tonight with that Laker game. It might
That's
end
what
up.
happened with Durant, bro. He had this distress in his calf, and that's what I'm gonna say this too about Durant. That's what happened with Durant. He had stress in the calf, right? He tore his Achilles. Listen, he ruptured his Achilles. Kobe Bryant, calf stress. What happened? He ruptured his Achilles. What is wrong with Luka Doncic? The back of his ankle and a calf stress. Look at the signs, guys. Luka Doncic, this may be his second league in the NBA, but he ain't no damn rookie. This dude's been playing pro ball since the age of 14, wear and tear on the body. When these athletes, these basketball players get that calf stress and that strain down there in the back of that ankle, gotta be careful with that, man. Because that's exactly what happened with Kobe. That's exactly what happened with Kevin Durant. And Luka's got that calf and ankle. And that's why you don't want to take these chances. Because what happened if Luka ruptures his Achilles and then the season cranks up earlier? That fucks the beginning of the season up for Dallas, and you might not see him until playoff if they make it. Could be the
Well,
same
that's the reason
situation
why I
with
see
Dame
that's
Lillard.
why they did that. That's the reason why they did that because they send that Porzingis. Chris is supposed to come back on the 27th, which is tomorrow. So if they was to get Luka up out of there, no matter if Chris come back, they would actually have a better chance of winning that game because if Chris come back, I think that the Clippers was thinking like, yeah, we can't take that risk on having Chris come back and this motherfucker is still playing ball because that might take him into 7-game series. Remind you what I told you. Nobody want to go to 7 games and have to turn around and jump right back into another series. It's just gonna be way too much wear and tear on the body.
And y'all think about this. Y'all think about this too. Because Brandon just brought this to mind. So he was like, I already talked about Zach Collins, right? And Dame Lillard. But look what he just brought up, and I didn't even think about that. Trevor Ariza. That was another huge loss. The defense that man brings to the table, they lost Trevor Ariza. Guess who else they lost, guys, before this playoff? Which would have really been a factor. I think they would have been battling hard with the Lakers if they had this guy. Trevor Ariza and fucking Rodney Hood. They don't got Rodney Hood either. Now think about this series with Rodney Hood and Trevor Ariza in that lineup, fam. Portland has faced some tough luck, fam. You talk about Trevor Ariza, Rodney Hood back in there, McCullough, Dame Lillard, and Yusuf Nurkic down low. Lakers will have some problems with that because Trevor can bang that 3 ball too. So now you got Trevor out there banging threes. Yusuf can shoot the 3. Dame Lillard can shoot the 3 from anywhere on that fucking court. CJ McCullough could shoot the 3. And guess who else could shoot the 3? Rodney Hood. I mean, you would have had a whole fucking team out there blazing threes. And guess who's not shooting threes well right now? The Lakers. That series would have been way different, fam, with those names in there. So it's just buzzard luck. Like I said, it's buzzard luck for the Portland Trailblazers, man. Really unfortunate. But all right, it's about that time. Canelo Alvarez, what's up with you, fam? Said Jokic was beasting first quarter yesterday, man. Yeah, another unfortunate situation. They got just as much bad luck as Portland because they lost 3 of their 4 best guys in this playoff. Gary Harris, Jamal Murray, and Will Barton. And we see the way Jamal Murray is producing, how big of a miss he was. He wasn't on the team, and Denver was still in there. Think about this, guys. And then Jamal Murray comes back, 38-point game, 50-point, 10 rebounds, 7-point game. They didn't even have him. They didn't even have him. And Will Barton and Gary Harris still been sitting out. So, like, injuries is a motherfucker, dog. Injuries can flip everything upside down. All right. Let me pull up my Bovada account so you can give us some little parlays right quick. Y'all ready? I hope y'all bet yesterday, because if you didn't, you missed some money. $100 you would have won $456 on that parlay I put out yesterday. $456.
I got a 4 parlay. I got a 4 parlay for you.
Let me log in right quick. Hold on, because I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna put this one in. Let me log in to my Bovada. All right, y'all ready for this 4-ticket parlay? And then when he give us the 4-ticket parlay, I'll tell you guys this, because that's what I always do. I take that 4 ticket and I make a 3 ticket off of that. I just snatch something away from there. It's worked out pretty well too. All right, what we got, Gun Rights? What we got?
Lakers money line, the under in that Lakers game.
All right.
Rockets money line and the Bucks money line. And I like the fight against Jeff Horn.
Now, check this out. I don't know why it's like this, but it's grayed out money line and win. They only allow me to bet on the side.
Oh, that's because I'm gonna tell you it's like that because the point spread is so high. They do that on football and some other sports too. That's why I told you, like, some of them games you'd be like, when it'd be like 12-1, it'd be like maybe the Bucks is playing somebody suck, and the money line is like so high that you can't bet on the money line. You got to take the point spread. Sometimes it's like that, but on William Hill, I don't see it being like that.
Where would I go here then? What would your suggestion be? I want to put this ticket in. They got Bucks money line, but would you advise? Remember,
what's grayed out again? What's grayed out again?
The money line. The spread is in the totals. The Bucks and the Magic.
Fuck it. Take the under.
The under?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So this is what we got. We got on the Bucks and the Magic game, we take the under. We take Rockets on the money line. And we take the Lakers, the over. I'm sorry. We take the Lakers on the under and on the point spread. That's the ticket. Why didn't it? One of those. Okay. I say 3. Hold up. I gotta get this right. But that's the ticket, guys.
I still like that. I still like betting against Jeff Horn, too. I think Jeff Horn going to get beat. Ain't that fight tonight?
They won't even let the damn bet going, huh? Jeff Horn, no, dog. That was this morning. And guess what else, too? I missed it on the prediction league because I went to sleep. It was in Australia. Tim Zoo won. Tim Zoo won.
Okay, well then look, just go take that fight off and go and pick Ramirez over Pascal. Yeah. Jose Ramirez over Pascal. That's a 14.
For some reason, too, Gun Rights, it's not even letting me bet the overs and unders on that game.
Oh yeah, Bovado tripping right now.
Yeah, I don't know. But y'all got the ticket, though. I'm going to put that one in later. I'm definitely going to put that ticket in.
Who won?
Zook.
Yeah. See? Look, man, I should have put some bread on that.
I went to sleep, and I had Zoo winning, too. It's right on my ticket. I went to sleep. I was like, son of a bitch. Because I had that shit.
Jose Ramirez, we got Jose Ramirez this weekend. He should be able to beat Pascal. So you feel me? That's a substitute for y'all. Go ahead and throw that on the ticket too. I don't see Ramirez losing versus no Pascal. So.
No, he gonna beat the shit out of. He might. Pascal's never been stopped. So the question is not if Jose Ramirez can win. The question is if he can stop.
That's a big statement. That's a big statement because Terrence Crawford couldn't even get him out of there. So that's a big statement.
You in the prediction league. This is how I had to put it in this morning for these fights for the night because I missed the first one. You see, one is gone. Number 1 is gone because I woke up this morning. Champ hit me. He was like, bro, you missed the first fight. I was like, man. I was just going to put him in this morning because I knew that 4 fights was on Thursday. So I was just going to put him in this morning. But it happened in Australia. So by the time I woke up, the fight was over. I seen post-fight reviews about Tim Zoo. I was like, post-fight? What the fuck? Went to Facebook and chat was like, bro, you missed the first fight. Make sure you get those other 3 fights put in because they're not until later. So I just put these 3 in this morning. But
we missed some bonus points. We missed some bonus points. You had them knocking them out.
Yeah, but I missed the round though. So I just would have got 10 points. I wouldn't have got the extra 7 points because you got to hit the exact round to get the extra 7.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I would have got 10 for calling the knockout. If you call the winner, this is how it works. So say you put it by decision and he gets knocked out, you still get 5 points because you called the winner. But if you called it by knockout, but in the wrong round, you get 10 points. But if you call the exact round, you get 17 points. So in the opposite, if you call for the knockout, he still wins. He wins by decision. and you get 5 points, but you get 10 points for the decision. If you call split or majority exact, then you get 17 points. That's how it works.
That's why I've been so fucking low, because I was wondering, like, bro, I had all the fights exact, but I didn't have the exact round and them extra points that you saying.
Right.
I get it now.
Right. So you still was like, that's why when you get all the fights right, some other people might win. But if you look at your placement that week, you still be high.
Yeah, I was 14. I was wondering why. What the fuck?
Yeah, 14 is good, dog. With 50-something people. If you place 14, trust me, that's good.
Okay.
With 50-something people, if you keep that pace, you'll be in the top 10 going into like week 8 or 9.
But like I told you, D, I don't have enough time to study the fights like that.
Yeah, I haven't either, bro. I done missed 4 fights this season already. That's why I'm doing so bad, man. I'm never usually doing this bad, but whatever. We busy doing this. Well, all right, guys. So y'all heard my man Gun Rights. Make sure y'all put that big post style and Ramirez ticket on that parlay we gave y'all. Exactly right. I'm getting ready to do that now, because there's no way in hell Postile beats Ramirez. No way. That's not happening. Ramirez is not a boxer that doesn't have the skill set. Like sometimes you get these boxers in where this is a guy, he's more experienced and that can take him over the edge. No, that's not happening here. Victor Postile is experienced and skilled, but he's too old. He's too old because Ramirez is also experienced and skilled, but he's a younger, stronger fighter. Victor Postile's getting his ass whooped, and it may be his first knockout tonight, because Jose Ramirez does a hell of a job at working that body. He does a hell of a job at working that body. Is what he did to Maurice Hooker and ended up taking him out of there. So, you look at Victor Postile, that frame, he has that Maurice Hooker style frame. You know what I mean? Perfect for digging into that body. I got Ramirez putting him out like I think I'm gonna pick 8. Put him out at 8.
For sure. Well, you already know, man. Peace to the chat. Good luck tonight. You feel me? And we'll see y'all tomorrow for the next ones.
Yeah, no doubt. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Guido, Franson too. Appreciate y'all stepping in. And y'all know how I always in this thing. For the love of sports. Let's talk about it. Peace.